we're gonna go through a whole new series of episodes. This series is called The Arts of Network Marketing. And today, we're gonna go over through the arts of sponsoring. If you master this art, you will now then have leverage. Now, the definition of leverage is multiplying your time and efforts through others. So let's say this is you as a network marketer. You have 8 hours a day. But if you have a team under your organization that also contributes 8 hours a day, you don't just have 8 hours a day, but you have 96 hours. Now, here are the 5 golden rules in sponsoring. Number 1. You gotta remember, you are not a headhunter. This is not just inviting them just for their money. Remember, you are a sponsor. There's more accountability into just doing that. You have to educate your people once they become a member. You have to show them hope. Number 2. You have to also show your passion and excitement and show that gratitude that your members are involved. Show that passion and excitement for the opportunity and the products, but just don't overdo it. Number 3. As a sponsor, you have to have a strong posture. I don't just mean just having muscle, but just having that solid, bulletproof belief system that you are offering them the opportunity. Remember, you are the one that's giving the opportunity, so be proud to be a network marketer. Be confident. Now, when you be confident, your mind has to be strong. It can't be fragile. It can't be negative. You have to be bold. Now, what's the difference between confident and bold? Well, confident is in the mindset. When you become confident enough, you will be bold and you will start to apply action. Number 4, be yourself and be the best you can be. I know there's no perfect person, but at least we could try to become the best we can be. Number 5, you are responsible for your members. You are accountable for your members. But keep in mind, this responsibility and this accountability is only for your committed members. I wouldn't want you to waste any time in people that's not even exerting any effort. But hey, don't give up on them right away. Just give them the old rule of thumb. 3 strikes and you're out. Now keep the 5 golden rules in mind when you sponsor a new member down your organization. Now let me give you some tips in inviting your prospects to your business. It's just 4 simple steps, and the first step is create your prospect list of at least 100. If you could put in more, much better. Keep in mind, when you put in your prospect list, do not prejudge. You don't know who's gonna be your eagle, who's gonna be your ace. Remember, you're not a fortune teller. You don't know who's gonna take this business seriously. In my experience, the person that I thought that won't even make it in this business for a week end up being one of my prized leaders. So remember, do not prejudge. When you create your prospect list, you make sure you put in their name, their contact number. If you're in a country that has SIM card advantages like the Philippines, Smart, Globe, and Sun, make sure you put their mobile carrier in this section. Origin, what is this person to you? Is this a friend, a family, a co-worker, and so on? Hot or cold? Is this person very close to you? Is this person solid? Does this person trust you? Before you list down any other names, make sure you create your VIP list first. What is the people that belongs to the VIP list? It's basically the most successful person you know, the most credible person you know, the most honest person you know, the most aggressive person you know, the most influential person you know, the person who cares about you the most, the person with the largest network, the person with the best personality, the person with the best work ethics, and the sharpest smart person you know. And lastly, the person who loves you the most. Those are the people that should be marked as hot, and they should be first among your prospect list, because those are the set of people that you will first invite to your opportunities. And the next section is the attempts. How many attempts have you done in inviting them? And lastly is what we call the comments. Now this is the most important section of all. You will put information here on how you're gonna win their heart. These are the information that your upline needs. So your upline would know how to talk to your people before even meeting them. Before introducing your prospect to your uplines, you make sure you give this vital information to your uplines so your uplines would know how to win your prospect's heart. Number 2, once you're done creating your prospect list, invite your hot list first, basically your VIP list. Number 3, here are some scripts you can use when you invite someone to the office or event. For example, when I call the person and when the person answers, I would start off my call like this. Bring, 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 hello.
Brother, I got great news for you. Are you busy right now? I just only need a few minutes of your time.
No, I'm not really that busy.
Hey, Guess what? I just met a very successful international businessman that's expanding his business here in our area. And he's looking for some people that is smart, hardworking, skillful, and talented. He told me if I knew some person, and guess what? You were the first person that I thought of. We were talking a lot about you, and great news, he wants to meet with you. Bro, I'm telling you right now, this might be the break and opportunity you've been waiting for. Are you free somewhere around this week? Are you free tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm free tomorrow.
At 3 p.m., are you free?
Yeah, I would be free somewhere around that time.
Alright then, let's do this. Let's meet at our old hangout place. Let's meet there like around 1. I don't want to be late. This guy is very busy and I wouldn't want you to have a first bad impression. So let's meet at our old hangout place at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Got that?
Sounds great.
Well, you take care, bro. I'll see you. Bye.
Once you're done inviting, you make sure you hang up right away. One-on-one invitations is very simple. It just goes like this. Bring, bring, bring. Hello.
Brother, I got great news for you. I only need 3 minutes of your time. Are you free?
Yeah, I should be free. What's up?
Well, check this out. I got a business right now and it's going real well. And I need some partners that I can trust that can help me expand this business. If you're free later on, I could either drop by your house or we could meet at a Starbucks. How'd that sound?
Sounds good.
How about 7 p.m. today at Starbucks?
Alright, I'll be there.
Alright, bro. I'll see you at our old hangout place at Starbucks, 7 p.m. Alright, bro. Catch you later.
House party invitation approach should sound like this. Bring, bring, bring. Hello.
Brother, I got great news for you. I just only need a few minutes of your time. Are you free right now?
Yes, I should be free.
Bro, check this out. I just met a very successful international businessman that's expanding his business here in our area. And guess what? He's looking for some smart, talented, skillful, hardworking person that can help him expand his business in our area. And the first person that I had in mind was you. We talked about you and he's eager to meet you. You are a very lucky man. This guy will be at my house tomorrow at 3 p.m. If you could get out of work early, get out of work, or if you have nothing to do, this might be the opportunity and break you've been waiting for. Can you make it?
I think I could make it.
Alright, bro. I'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. at my place. Remember, be there before 3 p.m. Alright, bro. Gotta go. God bless, and I'll see you tomorrow.
After the exposure of the opportunity, make sure to follow up within 24 hours to 48 hours. Even if the person is interested, and if you don't follow up, the chances are it's going to be a lost business. Now, the technique in handling objections and rejection is very simple. If they start to get a hunch that you're offering them a network marketing opportunity, just admit it's a network marketing business. Don't be disappointed. Don't get discouraged right away. Hold your ground. Be firm and counterattack with excitement and energy.
Brother, you got me there. Look how smart you are. That's why we're friends. Brother, I know you've been exposed in this type of business before. Hey, I've been exposed in this type of business before as well. Brother, as a friend, can you do me this favor? This is very important for me. At least give me a chance to present my opportunity. To tell you the truth, there's no one in this world that's gonna help us succeed in life than just me and you. So give me a chance and help me out in this business. And someday, when you need my help and you're gonna run your own business, I'll be there for you.
See how the conversation flows, and after you end the conversation, make sure you confirm an appointment. Now, the rules in inviting. Number 1, use the phone. Do not text them or do not even email them or message them in Facebook. Number 2, do not present over the phone. This is a common mistake. A lot of network marketers, when they start off this business, they end up presenting over the phone. When you invite over the phone, make sure not to say sales, network marketing, or MLM, or don't even mention any product. If it's a must and you have invited this person like 3 times and he's still not showing up, do your one-on-one presentation. Go to their house or meet at a coffee shop, and make sure don't mix it with any beer or alcohol. Number 3, when you invite over the phone, you gotta make sure you gotta kiss. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'm just playing. Kiss means keep it super simple. You're only there to invite, so the phone conversation should not last more than 5 minutes. Average time over the phone should be at least 3 minutes. Number 4, always smile when you're over the phone. Study shows when you smile over the phone, the tone of your voice is pleasant. Number 5, have that excitement and energy. What helps me bring out my excitement and energy? Try listening to upbeat, positive songs. Once you get into the zone and you're all fired up, dial that number right away and make your call. If you apply excitement and energy, you will see great results in your call. Number 6, have the sense of urgency. Sometimes I do this. I would invite them and I would tell them, if you don't come to our appointment, I will put you in a coffin. So are we gonna meet? Are you gonna show up? And they will say yes. I'm just playing, ladies and gentlemen. Do not put them to a coffin. What I mean by showing them have the sense of urgency is you have to let them know that this is the opportunity of the lifetime. And the only way to show that sense of urgency is to show that excitement and to show that energy that you have saw the right opportunity for your prospects. Number 7. Be clear when you invite and be direct. Don't mislead them to inviting them to a birthday party and all of a sudden they're sitting down in a seminar. That can be really disrespectful and really insulting to others. I want to teach you timing versus talent. Even if you're the best speaker in the whole world and you're very knowledgeable in the business, even if you have a Lamborghini or Ferrari, if the timing is not right, they're not going to join. Just keep that in mind. Can't say anything wrong to the right person. Vice versa, you can't say anything right to the wrong person. So there will be times where you will welcome someone to the team and that person will be grateful and thank you for sharing the opportunity. Some will. There will be time where people won't be interested. Some won't. But at the end of the day, so what? Next, move on to the next prospect. So it's timing, not talent. This is great news for new members. You don't have to be a talented network marketer. This is all about timing. So this is all about numbers game. The more you invite, the bigger the chances for you in this business. So don't be hard on yourself like this baby right here. But never give up on the people that says no, because no equals not the right time. I would highly recommend for you to read this book, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, and Conversation Power by James Van Fleet. And gentlemen, on our last video, we went through the arts of sponsoring. Today, we're going to go through the arts of sale. Now, sales in network marketing is equal sustain. Be very mindful. You would have a bigger chance in closing the sale if you believe in your products. And the truth in sales is that great salesman is great in conversation. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, every human is a natural salesman. We've been selling since we were a kid. Sales is just simply sharing the products, telling stories about the products, and educating people about the products. We've always been doing that. When you were a kid, remember the time when you bought ice cream? And then your friend saw you? And then you were like,
oh my gosh, this ice cream is so good, so tasty, so creamy.
And your friend was like,
where did you buy that ice cream?
And then you said, oh, I just bought it at that store around the corner.
So what did your friend did? He went to the store, had the money that he had saved up, and bought the ice cream. Who sold the product? You did. But did you make any profit from it? No. It's like watching an awesome thrilling movie like 2012. After watching the movie, you were so pumped up, you were so convinced that the movie was great. When you were talking about that movie with your friends got convinced as well because he saw that excitement, the enthusiasm he saw in your eyes and believed that you were convinced and you had a great time. So what did your friend do? He watched the movie. Who made the sale? You did. But did you make any profit from it? No. Like eating this big, juicy burger. It was so delicious. After eating it, you were like telling your friend,
you know what? You gotta go to this one restaurant just right across William Street. I'm telling you, it is so delicious. It's gonna be worth your money. It's a bit expensive, but I'm telling you, you are going to love it.
Again, who made the sale? You did. But did you make any profit? No. Let me give you one last example. One day you were walking to the mall and you end up in a department store. You saw that it's up to 90% off. So all of a sudden, you took your phone, you called your friends, you called your family and say,
hey, you gotta get over here ASAP as soon as possible because all of the items in this department store is up to 90% off.
Now will your friends and family go to that department store? Yes. Will they buy? Yes. Who made the sale? You did. Did you make any profit? No. All our life we've been selling and not making any profit. The only difference with great salesmen is that they know how simple it is to close a sale. It's just simply sharing your experience, telling stories and testimony, and educating people about the products or services. Now let me give you 20 top tips in sales. Number 1, how can you share, tell stories, or even educate your people about the products if you yourself don't even know how the product works? Study your products. The more you know, the better you can sell. Knowledge is power, ladies and gentlemen, so take the opportunity to attend product trainings. Number 2, have a healthy self-esteem and good sense of humor. Remember, no one wants to speak to a boring person, and everybody needs a little laughter. I mean, come on. We already have a stressful work, we have a stressful life. Sometimes you will close a sale because the person just likes and loves your character and just loves talking to you. Number 3, keep your mouth shut and your ears open. This is very crucial in your first few minutes of your sales interaction. It's all about the customer. Just listen. In the first few minutes, don't even talk about yourself. Don't even talk about the opportunity. Don't talk about your products. And above all, don't recite your sales pitch. Number 4, sell with questions, not answer. Here's just a little reminder. Nobody cares how great you are until you understand how great you think they are. Forget about trying to sell your product or services and focus why your customer wants to buy. People has this natural defense mechanism. It suddenly appears when you're trying to sell them products. Now here's what you can use to find out what products to sell them. You can use FORM. F is for family. Talk about their family. Talk about the health of their family. Talk about their kids. Talk about their husband or wife. Talk about their mom or dad or their cousins. Go on to the next one, which is occupation. Talk about the work. After you finish about talking about their work, then go on to recreation. What do they do in their free time when they're not working? Now with these probing questions, for sure conversation leads to other conversation, and you will definitely have a hint which product or services to offer your customer. And once you find out what to offer your customer, then you could send the message. Ask probing questions. What products do you use right now? Are you happy with them? Share them the stories on how your products can benefit them. Number 5, speak to your customer just as you speak to your family or friends. But please be mindful, maintain professionalism, and don't keep saying that F word or the S word or any bad word. Just talk to them. Be real. Number 6, always think in terms of building business relationship, not just a one-time sale. Because if you build that business relationship and you build that rapport with your customer, you can leverage on your established customer. Your customer can refer you to his or her friends or family. Once they love the products and once they love your services and they love your character, believe me, they will refer you to their friends and family. Therefore, you'll get more sales. So maintain a good rapport with your customers. Number 8, understand the needs of your customer. Before even meeting with the person, you have to know their conditions. If you're in the health and wellness industry, then this is one thing you could take advantage of. Once you know the information in advance, then you know what products you can sell them. Number 9, give them the sense of urgency on why they need the products. Scare them a little bit. Educate them that their current condition is still curable, that it's not cancer yet. Educate them about hospital bills, that prevention can help you save more money. Number 10, exceed expectation. Remember, under promise and over deliver. Do not make a promise that you can't keep. And what I mean by under promise is that when you deliver a product, you'll say 3 p.m. but 1 p.m. you're already there. So you over-deliver. Your customer would see the professionalism in you and you have exceeded their expectations. Number 11, show that you care. After you sell them a product, come on, reach out to them, call them, follow them up, tell them how are you liking the product, if they have any questions, provide them the answers. Number 12, don't accept no as final. Do not let yourself be intimidated by the negative response you get. If the customer said no, they did not reject you, they just don't like the product. Most of the time, your customer don't understand So try to re-educate them. They're not gonna tell you that, oh, I'm sorry, I don't understand how the product works. It's because majority of the people has a big ego. They're not gonna let you know that they don't understand because you might think that they're dumb. Now, if you know this fact, don't accept no as final. Talk to them again, re-educate them. Maybe they just don't understand. Number 13, always keep a logbook of all of your customers' purchases so you could call them and follow them up for repurchasing. Number 14, follow up, follow up, follow up. The rule of thumb, if you can follow them up every week, that would be great. Make sure after any purchases that your customer made, make sure to follow up after 7 days to see how they're enjoying the product. And also send them an email or a text that you appreciate their business. 15. Have an excellent communication skill. You're gonna have to develop this. Buy the book How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie and Conversation Power by James Van Fleet. Number 16, honesty is the best policy and have that integrity. Number 17, set goals and be target driven. Now, if you have goals to sell a certain amount of product each day, you better stand your ground and make sure by the end of the day, you sold that much products or more. Number 18, don't settle for status quo. Don't settle for just average. It doesn't mean if you met your daily goal, you could just stop selling. If you can sell more and if there's time to sell, keep on selling. Be the best you can be. Try to beat your own record. If you sold 3 products or 5 products today, tomorrow try to sell 6, try to sell 7, and the next following day try to sell 10 or 12 until you get better, better, and better. Number 19, work with a coach and a mentor. This is very important. If you want to be great in anything you do, including sales, then you must have a coach and you must have a mentor to teach you all the techniques and to guide you. Number 20, the last one, continuous self-development. Read books that can help you develop how to sell even better. Here are the books for beginners that I would recommend. Zig Ziglar's Secret of Closing the Sale. We also have Spin Selling and How to Sell When Nobody's Buying. These are my top 20 tips. And gentlemen, the last topic we talked about was the arts of sales. Now, we'll be talking about the arts of service. Service in network marketing, it equals keeping. The definition of service, an act of assistance or help, the performance of work or duties for a superior or as a servant. Now, to understand service, service is more on giving, not taking. Who do we service in network marketing? We service our downlines, we service our uplines, we service our crosslines, and we service our customer. They have a saying, when you give, the more you will receive. Because in return, once you service all of these people, they will service you in return. So you will benefit if you have the hearts of service. So anytime there's an opportunity for you to service your downlines, uplines, crosslines, or your customers, please do so. Because in the future, all of these people will service you. Now here's a little graph I made. For example, in the corporate world, if this is the amount of the employees and this is the amount of people you need to service, if you have 500 employees, you need to service 500 employees. The reason why position was created is to delegate service down the organization. What will happen if the head, the CEO, and the president did not service his officers and mistreats them? The officers will also mistreat their people down the whole entire organization. As an example, let's say you have 500 employees and you only got to service 20 of the 500 employees. What would happen to the 480 employees that did not get service? These are the reason why there are employees that's disobedient, disloyal, impassionate in their work, and they're very careless. That's the same thing in network marketing. If you have 500 downlines and you only got to service 20, the 480 downlines you have will be disobedient, disloyal, impassionate, and they'll be very careless. Same thing with customers. Give a priority to service your direct downlines or as many downlines as you can, and in return, they will also service their downlines. Jesus Christ understands service. Jesus is the perfect servant. Jesus understands true leadership. To become a great leader, you must become a great servant. It says here, whenever you serve others in any way, you are actually serving God and fulfilling one of your purposes. So if you service is not just helping your downlines, your crosslines, your uplines, or your customer, but you're also fulfilling one of your purposes in God's big plan. Here are my 10 service tips. Number 1, treat others as you want to be treated. If you want a lot of people to help you, then you have to return the same favor. So be true to your work, your word, and your friends. Number 2, remember what's important in their life. One of the most important thing in a person's life is their name. The name of the person is like a beautiful song in a person's ear whenever they hear their name. So don't forget their name. Remember their name. What else is important to a person? Their family. Remember the names of their kids. Remember the names of their husband or wife. Remember their birthday. If their family pets is also important in their life, remember their family's pet's name and remember their family's pet's birthday. Number 3, smile. Imagine if you're offering your service and assistance without smiling and you have a frown. What do you think they would have in mind? Instead of being grateful that you're helping them, it will turn out bad. So if you smile while helping, they would really appreciate you and they will be very grateful for your services and assistance. Smiles are contagious. Usually when you smile at somebody, they'll smile back at you. Try it. Don't pretend to smile or produce a false smile. People can feel and people knows if the smile is fake. When you smile, this will help the customer or client to feel at ease and welcome. And when you smile, the tone of your voice is pleasant. As you can see, my tone of my voice is pleasant, right? So that means anytime that I'm in recording, I am smiling. Number 4, develop your listening skills. How can you service anyone if you don't even know what to service? Imagine if you order a burger and all of a sudden you got served spaghetti. How would you feel? Your tongue and your taste buds were already prepared for the burger, the juicy meat, and all of a sudden you got spaghetti? Of course, you will not be pleased. Imagine training your downlines how to sponsor new distributors, not knowing they badly need training on how to sell products. Ladies and gentlemen, listen. Number 5, service your people as you would service your loved ones. Now it's easy to serve loved ones, it's because they love you. But the concept of service is willing to assist and help someone even if they don't even love you. So if you met your downlines or your uplines or your crossline or your customer for the very first time, service them as you would service your wife, your husband, your daughter, your son, or your mom or dad, or your brothers or sister. Service them with love and care. Number 6, have the initiative. Initiative is doing the right things without being told. Everybody knows what to do, but the funny thing is that they don't do it until somebody tells them. So if there's something that you see that needs to be done right away, just do it. So have the initiative. If you see somebody that needs help, have the initiative and offer your services, assistance, and help. Majority of the time, you know what to do. The only problem is you procrastinate. Number 7, go the extra mile. Offer more help and extend the extra effort or service. Like for example, you have one of your downlines. You got to talk to their prospects already and you still have time. Ask your downlines, is there anybody else you want me to talk to? I mean, the day is still long. Let's talk to as many people as we can. Go the extra mile. Number 8, learn your business and be an expert. How can you offer your services, your assistance and help if you're not even an expert? When everyone looks for help, who would they look for? An expert or a non-expert? You already know the answer. Of course, you would ask an expert. Number 9, never share your negative thoughts or problems, especially to your downlines or your prospects or customer. Number 10, be a team player. There is never an I in team because with a team, together, everyone achieves more. Zig Ziglar said it best. You will get all you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want. Zig Ziglar has the heart of service and understands the importance of service. I hope you guys like my top 10 tips. Ladies and gentlemen, on our last video, we went through the arts of service. The arts of ABC rules is the eye-opener for your prospects, your customers, and your downlines. I remember my first exposure in network marketing. I was 18 years old, I was sitting down in the seminar, and I was just like in my mind, blah 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 blah, you're gonna get rich, yeah right. The only thing I had in my mind at that time was when is the next party and when is this going to end? I was just a kid at that time. I didn't care about business, I didn't care about financial freedom. All I care about was just party and girls. But after the presentation, the person that brought me to that seminar introduced me to this one person. I've got so inspired. I was like looking at this person. This person is ugly. This person didn't even graduate grade school. I'm way better looking than him, and I believe I know more people than him. So I think I could become more successful than he is. You see, ladies and gentlemen, ABC rule is the eye-opener. Majority of the time, people wouldn't listen in a seminar. But after the seminar, and when you introduce them to the people that become successful in the industry, then their eyes will open. The definition of ABC. A, it's an advisor. These are all your uplines, crosslines, the management, the office, the manuals, the company videos and brochures, and so on. B means bridge. This person is you. And C stands for client. This could be either any one of your prospect or your downlines. Why do we need ABC? For those people who cannot present the opportunity and other trainings. Also, when the profile or background of C, which is your client, is better than yours. Or when your client is close to you or has too much familiarity. And it's also for the effect of good teamwork and synergy. How to become an effective advisor is very simple. First of all, eventually everyone's gonna be an advisor. So if you just became a new member in network marketing, and if you're very new to this industry, it's easy to become a bridge. But to become an effective A, this takes time. You would have to internalize the company, the product, the compensation plan, and the management, and anything great that you need to know about the company. You also have to know how to teach and use the ABC rule. Teach B, cause someday he or she will become an A. You have to regularly attend training and develop your own style. As an effective A, if the public is seeing you and your downlines are seeing you and your crosslines are seeing you, you have to be always excited and passionate. Always give B encouragement, and you must show up even if the bridge's clients cancel the meeting. Advisors, be well informed and knowledgeable about network marketing. So it's good thing we have these videos so that everyone can be educated and knowledgeable about network marketing. Now, how to use the ABC rule. I usually have volunteers when I do this type of training, but I can't get volunteers right now because this is an audio-visual presentation. So I'll do my best. If you are a bridge, always remember that you are a B. Before you bring your client to meet your advisor, you must first give advisor the background of your client. Make sure to discuss with your advisors what are the possible needs of your client. Now, how do you fish out those type of information from your client? It's very easy. Use form. Talk about their family, talk about their husband or their wife or their daughter, their son. Talk about their health conditions, talk about their financial status, but don't get too direct. Try to be indirect. Try to have some conversation in betweens and not like you're interrogating or you're doing an interview. After you talk about their family, talk about their occupation, their work. Do they love their work? Are they planning to have a career change anytime soon? And after you've conversate about their occupation, you go on to their recreation. What do they do at their free time when they're not working? And send the message. Give them the great news of the opportunity that you have seen. Now, once you have those vital information, you make sure that your advisors get these information. Select the time and place for the meeting. This is the reason why centering is very important. If you go to your center or the office branch of your company, this is where all of the advisors and leaders will be at. So you wouldn't need to set a schedule with your uplines if you have an outside meeting. At least this time, you could see your uplines, or if your uplines are not there and they're busy or they're out of town, you could just get a cross line to help you and become an advisor. And always make sure reconfirm your appointment with client at least a day before. Now here is the setup. When A meets C, bridge must tee up and edify advisor during the introduction or before the introduction. So before you even introduce your client to your advisor, you make sure, bridge, you have to edify your advisor. Let me give you an example.
Hey sister, I'm telling you, this person that I'm going to introduce you right now is very successful in this industry. He has helped hundreds and thousands of people to become a multi-millionaire. This is the person that you must listen to if you want to become successful in this type of business.
That's just an example of edification and teeing up your advisor. If you do not edify or tee up your advisor, your client will just look at the advisor and said, who is this person that thinks he looks like a big time? The bridge, you should always be in the middle. You should never leave your client with the advisors, because if you do, your client will feel awkward. So bridge, you always have to be with your client so your client can be comfortable. Now approach politely, feed the information, and listen attentively to the conversation of the advisor and the client. Now never do the following. When A talks to C, do not text, do not look at your Facebook, do not do a selfie picture, do not do the echo effect where the advisor would say, in this business, you'll become a multi-millionaire and get your dreams.
You see, sister, you'll get your dreams and you'll become a multi-millionaire.
That's the echo effect. Don't do that. That can be so annoying to the client and the advisor. Don't butt in and don't be rude trying to teach your client while your advisor is talking. If the bridge is shaking, is it a good bridge? No, it's not a good bridge. A good bridge is good if it's steady and firm and doesn't shake. So you as a bridge, all you have to do is just smile, listen, keep that eye contact with the advisor. It's very easy and simple to become a bridge. Now advisors, when you share your experience and the achievements and success you have attained through network marketing, here is the golden rule of thumb. Say anything positive and never negative. Reminder, the only way to defeat negative is to become over positive. Majority of the time, the people that first see this type of opportunity is very skeptic and doubtful. So adding negative stuff won't help. So leave out the negative and just say positive things about the companies, your experience, and your success. Very simple. The whole purpose of the ABC rule is to make your clients feel welcome, is to make everybody feel welcome. So if you are new to this industry, make sure you get to know your cross lines, your uplines, your team members, exchange numbers, add each other on Facebook, keep that rapport with them, because one of these days when you have your clients come to the office, you would have a lot of advisors to introduce your client to. ABC rule is an art. The more you become a bridge, the better you become a bridge. The more you become an advisor, the better you'll become an advisor. There is more trainings and intensive training about ABC rule. I would highly recommend and suggest to talk to your upline leaders and mentors of the company to teach you the ABC rule. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to go through the arts of MAM. This is what we call an interest sealer for your prospect, downlines, or your customer. MAM is called meeting after meeting. So after the presentation or after any trainings, what do you do after? Do you just go home? No, you don't go home right away. You would have to conduct your meeting after meeting. Meeting after meeting is to teach our distributors or our new distributors how to do the business. It's basically giving them a summary on what you're gonna do to make your business grow. Meeting after meetings create excitement in the business. So after every presentations or training, you do your meeting after so you guys could go over the information as a team, help and guide your team to execute the information. After discussing the marketing plan in a seminar, you will also help your distributors how to apply an application form, to answer any questions or if they have any doubts about the business, to prepare your positive prospects for discouragements or rejections, and to also arrange schedule schedule for the next meeting. Now, this is your meeting after a business presentation. As a sponsor, be confident, show that you're excited that you guys are going to be future business partners, and always smile. In your meeting after meeting, you have to discuss employment versus business. This is where you could use the 4 quadrants of employment, self-employed, business, and investment by Robert Kiyosaki. You have to set their mind towards doing business, and after their mind is set towards business, then transition it into network marketing. How network marketing is the best opportunity in the whole world. And after mentioning network marketing is the great opportunity in the world, do the power of 2. Lay out numbers for them. Show them that, let's say if this is you and you have 2 members this month and your 2 member gets 2 members the next following month and 10 months has passed. After 10 months, as long as we do this business consistently, I do my part, you do your part, and we work together as a solid team, after 10 months, you will have 2,046 members under your organization. And what does that mean in terms of income? Then you could calculate how much income that person can make in 10 months. After the presentations with your prospects, it's very important to show them the numbers so that they themselves can see how much money they can earn before the year ends. Then once your prospects understands the concept of the power of 2, you would want to transition it to the execution and the account positioning. Here's what you're gonna do. On the first month, we'll lay out your account like this. You will talk to 25 person, 2 only needs to join. On the second month, third month, fourth month, and so on. If you show them account positioning and the importance of account positioning, then they will have that sense of urgency to become a member as soon as possible. The other part of the execution, let them know the role of a network marketer. The 3 roles of a network marketer is sponsor, sell products, and service your customer and service your distributor. Once you're done with that, you could go over the products with them if they have any questions with the products or they're excited about the products as well. Then you could have your conversation transition into a little product orientation. And after all of that, prepare them for rejections and discouragement. Let them know that the first people that's going to reject them or discourage them might be their best friend or their family. I always say this.
Bro, when you go home, just zip your mouth for a while. We'll talk and how you could start your business. There's ways in inviting people and getting people into our business. So I wouldn't want to ruin the opportunity for your friends or family. So before you do that, come back and attend training first.
After you're done with your conversation, if you are at the office, tour them to the office, show them posters, show them videos about the companies. And while you're touring them to the office, if you see a cross lines or you see your uplines or your team members, do the ABC rule so that their eyes can be wide open. So when they go home, they won't be able to sleep. I would remember my first exposure in this business. I couldn't sleep after that experience. I was like already dreaming about my Lamborghini, about my mansion, and so on. I was so pumped up that the sun was already up and I was still wide awake. So ABC rule is very important. When you do your meeting after meetings, you make sure you use a two-way communication and not just you doing the talking. So that being said, develop your communication skills. This is the reason why I always keep recommending this book, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, because this book has helped me out tremendously. And before you guys go on separate ways, show them how professional you are. Show them how serious you are. Make sure your prospect sees that you're writing down their name in your calendar and tell them,
Hey look, I'm serious in doing business with you. I will keep this day available for just me and you so we could do a lot of talking and so that we could get your business started.
If your prospect hears that and sees that in you, they will take you seriously. This is one common mistake a lot of network marketers forget to do. Is after the presentation, they just say,
Bye, okay, God bless. See you around. We'll keep in touch. I'll call you, I'll text you.
No, don't do that. Before they even go, set the next meeting. Let's say you have a prospect that's a little negative and that's doubting a little bit and a little shaky. How would I set a date for the next meeting with these type of prospects? What I would tell them is this.
Bro, money is not important. I'm not after for your money. I'm after for your partnership. It's more important for me for you to come back. Attend training. You don't have to pay money for training. You don't have to become a member just to go on training. And after training, we can do a little planning and a little goal setting so the day when you become a member, you already know the business and we can execute as soon as possible and not waste any time.
Just a little reminder, ladies and gentlemen, do not let your guests do the business until oriented properly by trainings like New Distributors Orientation. And once you have set the schedule for the next meeting, make sure to give them materials before your guest goes home, like brochures, catalogs, or maybe give them a sample of your product. Also give them some audio-visual presentation. And the perfect videos to give to your new guests is the Lions Leadership Program. You could go to YouTube and download my videos. Once you have downloaded and collected all of my videos, you could keep them in your laptop so you could transfer these videos into a USB of your guest. Now, if you want to exert the extra effort, you could also burn DVDs and give out my videos. My videos is royalty free. Don't be afraid, I won't sue you or anything. All of my videos is for everybody. Each distributor in network marketing must learn how to do meeting after meeting. Meeting after meeting should be 15 to 20 minutes only, not 1 hour or 2 hours. Not too short, not too long, just perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, the last video that we went through was the arts of MAM, meeting after meeting. Today, we're gonna go over the arts of centering. Centering is the university in our industry. Centering is the house of the distributors. And who goes to the house? Family, right? Aside from your personal life and your real family, in business you also have family. The uplines, the crosslines, and the downlines you see, those are your family in network marketing. Centering is also the headquarters and it's also the university where all networkers go to learn, enhance, and improve themselves so they can get ready and prepared for success. Centering is where you get the knowledge because everyone that's successful in network marketing goes to the center. In the center, everyone shares their knowledge and their experiences. They motivate one another. And when you're down and when you're feeling sad and productivity is not going your way, go to the center because that's when you can recharge yourself. Attend training again. Try to attend a lot of events that your center will put up. Centering is also where you could conduct your goal-setting meetings, your team days, and so on. There's a lot of activities in centering. Now, centering is not just the office. You could also have your house as a center. As long as you have a place where your group gathers and where you do your presentation, that's what you call a center. You center yourself in a specific location. Hey, it could also be at a restaurant if you guys want. Centering is very important because this is where you gather your team and monitor your group's growth, where your group is heading and what direction. And if there's any adjustments your group needs to make, you guys can all brainstorm together on how you guys can make that adjustment and execute. The importance of centering is to create a positive culture. Clap and cheer if you like what you hear. You're gonna have to support the speaker because if no one claps, it's gonna be a boring and uninteresting event, training, or meeting. So again, in the center, try to create that positive culture. Centering allows you to expose yourself to positive people and successful people with the same goal. It's like what I always say, birds with the same feathers, flocks together. Tell me who your friends and I tell you who you are. If you hang around and expose yourself to a lot of drug addicts, more likely you yourself will be a drug addict. If you hang around and expose yourself with gangsters, you yourself definitely might possibly be a gangster. If you hang around with a lot of emo and negative people, you yourself will also be an emotional person and a negative person. But if you hang around at your center with a lot of positive people and a lot of people that made it to success in this business, you yourself have no choice but to become a positive person and a successful person. The power of centering retains your organization. Because there's socialism. We are human beings. We are built and created to socialize. Because centering is formed for bonding to create a deeper relationship with your people. So it's important to set some of your time to go to your center, either the main office, the satellite office, or maybe an upline leader's house where you guys gather all the time. Now for most people that's too far away from their center or the main office, then you have no choice but to conduct your own center at your own house. Now the power of house party, this is where the money is at. If you know how to duplicate yourself and know how to teach your organization to conduct their own house parties, this is going to create a massive momentum in your network. To organize a house party, you must first coordinate with your uplines and your upline leaders that you're conducting a house party so that they can support you, so that they can be the speaker or maybe refer a speaker that's in your team. You need at least one table for your products, laptop, and projector. If you have no projector, invest in a whiteboard. Someday, when you are successful and you're earning a lot of money, then you can invest in a projector. Have a speaker to play your videos and music. Have your tools ready. Have the DVDs, your company AVPs. Have a folder that has a lot of information about your company and your opportunity. Have chairs for 10 or more guests. Have some disposable cups, refreshments, and have an attendance form. This attendance form is important so that you know how many came to your event and you know who to follow up. And also have some application form. Now here is the house party guidelines. Host must do the introduction, and the introduction has to be lively and energetic. You have to tell your story, why you joined, introduce the speaker. Possibly, this speaker will be your upline. You have to tee up and edify your speaker, and host must assist the speaker at all times. Now, near the end of the presentation, you would want to know who is interested in the opportunity, who is interested in the products, and who was not interested at all. It's simple, just ask them.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, by the show of hands, who here is interested in this opportunity?
And if they raise up their hand, host, you must remember the people who raised their hand and ask them another question.
Who here is interested in the products?
Again, host, you must pay attention. Remember the people who raised their hand that is interested in the products, because you will divide the group into three. The first group, these are the people that's interested in the business. These will go to your upline for their meeting after meeting. The second group, these are the set of people that's interested in the products. Give them more information about the products. This will go to the host. And any products that's sold, of course, it will go to the host. But if one of your team members bring a guest and that's interested in the products, of course, that sale will go to your team member. And the third group, these are the people that is not interested at all. Give them some refreshments like coffee and some snacks and thank them from coming and set them on their way. You wouldn't want to mix your negative people with your positive. So when you have the chance to send these negative people away, send them home as soon as possible. Here are my 7 tips in having a successful house party. Number 1, be upfront about your intentions. Do tell them there will be a short presentation on how you are making extra money. And please don't tell them this is just a dinner party. You have no idea how offensive and insulting that is to people. Number 2, over-invite. Not everyone who say they will show. So the rule of thumb, out of 10, 2 or 3 might show up. So if you want 10 guests to show up in your house party, then you have to invite at least 50 people. Remember, this business is numbers game. Number 3, have applications ready. At the end of the presentation, hand out the application form. It's easy to determine when to send out the application form. When your upline says,
who here is interested in the business?
That's already a hint to give out the application form. Number 4, give handouts and play company videos. So make sure you have your company brochures and catalogs. A lot of people will want to look at something about the business before the meeting starts. Number 5, make it fun. Tie balloons around your mailbox, have some upbeat music going on, make it more of a fun atmosphere than a stuffy presentation. You could have a surprise game where there's some prizes underneath their chair. As long as it's fun, then you're heading towards the right direction. So brainstorm with your uplines and your team members and how you're going to make your house party fun. Number 6, Have your team commit in contributing something. This is a business. You should not shoulder all of the expenses. If you're in the team and you go to a house party, please contribute something. If you want to contribute some snacks or maybe some juice or some fruits or some coffee, so if all your team contributes in bringing something to your house party, then the expenses will be lighter for everybody. Number 7. The power is in the follow-up. After your house party, you have to follow up your guests, your team members, and anyone that attend. And if you don't want to conduct your own house party, is a must to bring you and your guests to the office or your upline's house party or events. You can't do this business alone. If we work together and have that synergy as a team, then me and you will be successful together. I hope these tips in conducting a house party helps you out build a center in your area. For the people that's near the headquarters or the satellite office, it's not necessary for you to conduct your own house party. Just bring your people to the office. Now this is the arts of centering. Practice it, master it, you gentlemen. On the last video, we went through the arts of centering. Today, we're gonna go through the arts of goal setting. Goal setting is the blueprint to your business. Without no blueprint, you have no plan. And if you have no plan, you are going to fail and you're never going to be successful. The only thing standing between you and your goals is the story you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it. A lot of people complain about lack of time. It's not the lack of time, ladies and gentlemen, and 99% of the cases is the lack of direction. Here is the city center Las Vegas. Do you think that the construction worker all of a sudden just said, "Hey, let's go out and let's build something great," without even having a blueprint or a plan or a layout? I don't think so. Before the city center Las Vegas was built, this was planned out. The blueprint will state out how many concrete they need, how many wirings they need, how many floors, where should they place the parking lot, so on and so on. So before they even built this, everything was already planned out. That's the same thing in life. Every day we have goals. Sometimes we just don't notice because we're used to it. We have goals going to work. We have goals in eating. We also have goals in cleaning the house. We also have goals to get an oil change. As for the ladies, they have goals to go shopping with friends, buy the latest bags and shoes. And some people would have goals to get the latest gadget or cell phone. Some people have goals to buy a cool looking gun like this or a nice looking hot car like this. And also have goals for their dream home. Humans are designed to have goals. Let me give you an example. Try going out the house, going nowhere. I mean, you have no plan at all. Just go out and just walk and walk and walk and walk and walk. Don't even think of a plan. Just go out. What do you think will happen? Nothing, because you have no goals. Our mind is designed that way. Before our mind acts, we must have a plan so our mind can execute whatever we have planned. In the business world, goals is very important. And the reason why a lot of people fail in network marketing is number 1, they fail to plan. Number 2, they plan to fail. They have no goals. And number 3, they have a good goal, but they give up on their plan. Now here is my 10 tips in goal setting. Number 1, knowing what you want is the first step towards getting it. So you have to write them down. But before you write down your goals, you have to make sure you have SMART goals. S is for specific. You have to know what you want. M is for measurable. You have to know how much is your goal. A is for attainable. Is it realistic? Don't have dreams or don't have goals to become a space cowboy and travel the galaxy. That is never gonna happen. R, be relevant. Ask yourself, is this goal important to you? And T, time bound. Set a deadline, set an achievable time, but not too long. Other people would say, I want to become a millionaire 40 years from now. Oh my gosh, that is way too long. After you have written down your SMART goals, make a dream board that consists of your short-term goal and your long-term goal. And one thing that you should never forget, even if you achieve all of this goal, but if you don't have a happy family, all of your achievement will be useless and colorless if you don't have a happy family. So everyone, keep in mind, while you're in pursuit of your dreams, you have to make sure your family is happy. Number 2, once you have set what you want, commit. Don't wait for tomorrow. It may be one day too late. The people who wait for the right time to work on their goals will end up never getting their goals. We don't know what the future holds. We are not a fortune teller. We also can't control the future. But what can we control? We could control our present time, right now. So if you're looking for the right time, the most perfect time to get started with your goals is right now. Visualize you can get there. You have to see yourself already there. Starting now, you are successful. Number 3, change your vocabulary to I can't do this to I can do it. Ladies and gentlemen, words is so powerful. This universe that we have and everything that comes along with it started with a single word. In the beginning, God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. It wasn't like the light showed up and God said, "Let there be light." It's like he was trying to catch up with something. Of course not. Before everything was created, he said, "Let there be light." And the universe was created. And the awesome thing about it is that we were made in his image and likeness. We were also given with the power of words. So you have to be careful with your words. Your words are powerful. So use them with care. You have to be careful what comes out of that mouth. So instead of saying negative stuff, say positive stuff. Number 4, set a price for your dreams and start planning. Here are my goals and the amount, and the total amount is $28,655,000. When you start to create your plan, divide your big goals into small goals. For example, you want to earn extra income. In a year, you want to make a total of $12,000. So if you divide that up into 12 months, that's $1,000 per month. If you divide these monthly goals into weekly goals, that's $250 a week. And if you divide it into daily goals, that's $8.35. So you have to make $8.35 per day to reach your yearly goal. What you do today is what makes the difference. If you can have a consistent, successful day, you will end up very successful. In network marketing, an extra $12,000 a year, you could do that in retailing alone. So if your goal in network marketing is to at least have 5,000 members in a year, so divide it up into monthly goals, which is 417 members. If it's weekly goals, it's 104 members, and daily goals is 15 members. So as long as you get 15 members per day, you will end up having 5,000 members in a whole year and end up successful. Keep in mind, these 15 members per day, this is not just your work and effort. This is a team effort. So when you start to gain that momentum, work for you is going to be a lot easier. But hey, if you can achieve 15 members per day, you are the man. So set them goals, make a plan, get to work, stick to it, and reach your goal. The mistakes in setting goals is either too big, too many, it's not specific, and it's not written. Number 5, have a to-do list. In this to-do list, you have to put down the 6 most important things you need to do tomorrow. This will take somewhere around 10 to 15 minutes a day to do this. So invest time to create your to-do list. Unless you discipline yourself on a daily basis, the chances are you are not going to reach your goals. Number 6, monitor your success and failures. You must at least achieve 80 to 90% of your goals. Number 7, time management. If you say you have no time, you are bullshitting me. Why do I say you're bullshitting me? Because everybody has 24 hours. A poor man has 24 hours. A rich man has 24 hours. Time does not prejudge on your work or your status. Let me give you an example. If you have 24 hours a day, that's a total 168 hours a week. You have 8 hours of sleep, 9 hours of work, 30 minutes getting ready for work, 30 minutes going to work, and 30 minutes going back home from work. So that's a total of 18 hours and 30 minutes. So your free time, ladies and gentlemen, is 5 hours and 30 minutes per day. And that's a total of 38 hours per week. Successful people uses their free time to be productive. Non-successful people uses their free time in miscellaneous things. So what do you do with your free time? There is no excuses. Everybody can do this business. Everybody has the free time. People just have the lack of direction. Number 8, learn to discipline yourself. Don't wait until you're motivated to do it. Just do it. Action creates results. Therefore, results create motivation. And when you are motivated, motivation creates energy. So the only way to get motivated, my friend, is to just do it. Number 9. Learn how to manage your disappointments. Everyone goes through disappointments. Learn to forgive yourself and get right back up and move on forward. It's not how hard you fall, but it's how fast you get back up. Successful people learn to get back up when they fall. Proverbs 24:16 said, "For through a righteous man falls 7 times, he rises again." Failures, when they fall down, they don't get back up. Instead, they just lie down and sleep on it. And number 10, put your plan into action. You have a nice plan, you have a great plan, you've written down every single one of them, but you never got started. Action is what's going to create all of your written goals into reality. So ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to apply action. The more you goal set, ladies and gentlemen, you would realize you start to get better and better. And how would you find out? You will start to achieve your goals more often. Now, if you made your goals and you failed, it only means your plan was wrong. So go back, recreate that blueprint, and make sure you learn from your mistake. I hope these 10 tips in goal setting can help you create your blueprint to success.